Alright, you said you wanted me here? What for? Why'd you put it so weird? It sounded like we're forcing your hand to do something. Listen, we just wanna know what's going on, and we figured that you may need a professional to talk to us about, since me and Freddy, we have a lot of degrees, but not in therapy. What? You're going to bring a third person? Somebody who's working for them? I don't even know if you work for them. Listen, man, you'll be fine, okay? It's one person. It's only one extra person. In the okay? She's just here to help you digest your feelings a little bit, you know? Exactly. She will be fine. Okay, you will be fine. Okay, fine. Who is this person? Okay, this is a friend of mine who is a professional therapist and is very young. Okay? This is Leafeon. Hello there, sir. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Funtime Foxy. Nice to meet you, Funtime Foxy. God, I hate this. Immediately, right off the bat, as a professional therapist, I already told that. Oh, you did? Okay. Immediately off the bat, I can tell that you're nervous, you're cautious. A lot has happened to you, and you want to make sure that you're always watching, always making sure that nothing can catch you off guard. Yeah. So, share what you're comfortable with. Share parts of your background that you feel comfortable sharing, and I will do what I can. Okay. Alright, so I lived a fairly normal life. You know, taken in by a group of people. You know, never knew my biological family. Was sitting with a group of people. What's that noise? No. Okay. And, you know, the group of people that took me in, they basically they just raised me as part of their lives. Treated me well. And we're perfect, but hey, I mean, they were good. Why are you shaking? Just make sure. Okay. So, you know, I lived with them for a good chunk of my years. And then, one day, our home was raided. By who? By a group of people. We were all inside, and they took all of us. Okay. It's a good start. So, you said you never knew your biological parents. Yeah, they didn't make an effort to reach out, and I didn't either. Okay, that's unfortunately all too common these days, that biological parents don't reach out to their kids. I'm sorry that you're one of the unfortunate people who had to deal with that. Most people's parents, they just most people haven't. Some people's parents just aren't ready for children, or just not good people, or are in a real unfortunate situation. And it sucks that that's a common issue today, but that's more about the world's issues, not yours. So I'm sorry to hear that. Must have been crushed when you figured it out. Yeah, it kind of was. Was the names of the mother and father given to you? The person who I wanted this information of, they knew nothing of my mother. And they knew very little about my father. What did they know? God. They knew he was a fox. And they knew that he was forced to leave me. That's all they knew. Oh. I'm sorry about that. Of course. You had nothing to do with that. Okay. So, do you want to give more details on the group of people you were with? They were, kind fellows. They worked together pretty well. They were very friendly towards each other. Few fights ever really broke out. And only one fight really got out of hand, but the rest were solved diplomatically. Okay. And the names of these people? One of them, the self-proclaimed leader of the group, was Circus Baby. Okay. She was the only person she was the troublemaker of the group. You know? The person who got into trouble. She was the person who most of the fights. She was one of the people who picked the most fights. And she sometimes was a bit narcissistic, but she was fine, you know, but she loved herself too much sometimes. And she recognized it towards the end. Okay. There was a guy named Funtime Freddy, the actual leader of the group, and the best person that I knew. He was pretty nice. He did a lot of stuff for other people rather than himself. And he was just all around a great guy. Here, I heard something. No, it's fine, It's probably just some other people. Other people? You mean like them? Did they find me? Calm down, Foxy. It's probably just some of our friends out there. Okay? Now, you need a head? Yeah. Okay. Any other people of note? those are the main people. You know? Okay, do you want to tell us about the other people, or do you want to keep that to yourself? Well, there was Ballora, you know. Nice, kind, old lady. And, you know, I think she and Funtime Freddy founded the group. Though, it's been so many years. Can't remember correctly. Guy named Leonard. Pretty chill. He was one of the big people during that big fight that got out of control. And that's about it. Okay. You keep alluding to this fight that happened. Do you want to explain a little bit what happened? Just a few days before we were taken, there was this massive fight between the Ennard and, I can't remember, Circus Baby, I think. It got ugly, apparently. I was out at the time, but when I came back in on the aftermath, it was not pretty. And nobody really told me what happened. They only told me who was involved, and I saw the aftermath. Okay. So, did this fight impact you in any way? I mean, at the time, it meant that something bad went down, something that the others didn't want me to know about. But before I could really digest my emotions, it happened. You were taken? Yes. Me and all my friends. And do you want to elaborate on what happened after you were taken? No. It's too painful. Too real. Okay, well, you can wait as long as you like to tell me, but sometimes the best way to digest our feelings and come to a more sense of understanding and, you know, start to move on from it, sometimes the best way is to talk about it. So if you need that option, I will be here for you. Okay. Okay. Is that all you want to tell me about? For now, yeah. Okay. Well, Mr. Funtime Foxy, appears that your early years were good, you know. Even if you never knew your real parents, you grew up in a home with people who treated you kindly and had a very few, only one very serious fight. So it seems like whatever the core root of your problems are comes from, well, when you were taken to when you came here. So that means that whatever happens must have been something so horrible that it drastically shifted you. Yeah? Okay. Well, okay. Because I don't think your parents can cause you to be self-cautious and always keeping your guard up. True. Okay. Well, alright. I will take some notes, do some thinking, and see if I can do anything to help right now with the current information I have. Do you feel a little bit better, Funtime Foxy? Talking about your past like this? Tiny bit. Okay. Now, where will you be hiding? Huh? They're after me. I know they are. I know they are. And I want to make sure that they can't find me. Well, I assure you that this is probably one of the last places they're going to check. And if they do come, I'll make sure that there's something special prepared for you to hide and wait. Sound good? Yeah. Okay. Now, why don't you go get some food? Freddy will make sure that you don't get caught. And I'll see you soon. Okay? Okay. Wee. Kind of worried about him. Yeah. Whatever happened during that time shook him up so badly that it sounded like he changed his personality. That's not good. No. No, it's not. So it's interesting, because very few things that happen in life can alter you so drastically. And almost every single one of them is illegal. Are you surprised? Kind of, yes. Also worried. The others were taken with him, and he was the only one to escape. What happened to the others? Good point. But I'm afraid, in our current situation, there's not much we can do. We need to make sure that we don't get destroyed. And we don't even know who they are, what group, what business or person that they're working for, and where they're located. So even if I had the ability to figure out, I couldn't. So, unless Funtime Foxy tells us, it's a mystery. Okay. I'll go look over the rest of my notes. Alright, off I go. Alright, sir. I got my update for you. Alright, what is your update? Well, it appears that, everybody's doing fine, I don't know how else to say it. There's a new person that came in. He's a very, very, very nervous, cautious fellow that's gullible as well, it appears. Nervous, cautious, and gullible. That's an interesting pair. Yes. His name's Funtime Foxy. Does that ring a bell? No. No, it does not. Okay. So, his past isn't important, but he had a therapy session. It looks like right now, it's the only people who know he's here is Freddy, Bendy, and we feel him. Okay. And did you figure out a way to get Springtrap? Yes. A Springtrap, Puppet, and Golden Freddy all appear to be pretty close. I can use that friendship against them. If I kidnap Puppets, I could force them to come over. And I can use Puppet as leverage to make it easier to do what I want to do. Nice thinking. Nice thinking. You said that twice, boss. Yes, I'm aware now. I've just got word that the nightmares are preparing to pounce on on the remainder of the group that they destroyed a little bit ago. Okay, so that means that they're probably gonna attack soon. They pounce on the group. Then they will have all the parts they need to build, well, the remainder of the people that they can get. And then they'll have their entire army back. Kind of. And then they probably will be emboldened by this victory. And they will attack soon after. Okay? Alrighty. So, be patient, but start planning. Because I think soon it'll be time. Yes, sir. Alright, that's all. You need anything from me? No. Good luck, Sylveon. Thank you, boss. Nice temporary cab you made us, Bonnie. It looks just like home. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I've been doing a lot of research, and I found something. You found something? Yes, I found something. But how you've been doing this research, I've been with you basically the entire time we've been looking. I just have. Okay? Now, listen. I got it from a source, which 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 got it from a person, which got it from a egghead, which got it from a rock, which says that the nightmares are currently moving eastbound. Okay? So I said that's dumb. And I used a tracker that I forgot I installed. You had a tracker installed on them? No. Okay, so instead I hijacked a government satellite and took very zoomed in pictures where we last spotted them to see if they were nearby. Okay, and what did that accomplish? That accomplished nothing. And then I found a piece of paper on my coffee desk which says that the nightmares are planning to pounce on a group. You're telling me that you found on a piece of paper where the nightmares are headed? Yeah, somebody must have planted it. But it's free help, which I won't deny. Okay? So, if this is true, it says that they're heading towards some mountains, which is not too far away. It says that they're going to plan to attack and destroy the remainder of a very fragile group, which was at one point protected by burn trap. Oh, really? Yes. Apparently. So, what that means is, start preparing. We're gonna go on a field trip. Already on a field trip. Did you have to destroy the narrative? Did you have to ruin my joke? My bad. The nightmares are close. Or they should be. If their plans are correct. If the plans are correct. So that means that we should be able to catch them off guard. Alright? So start preparing. We leave for the place tomorrow. Okay. I hope the information's right. I don't know. I was gonna do something, and then I failed. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Ignore my nose. I hate it. It sucks. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.